Today we will be discussing the company EasyJet and analyzing their strategic challenges with possible solutions to those challenges. As a low-cost carrier in a mature European airline market, EasyJet's main challenges in the next few years will be keeping their brand and their product relevant to consumers, cost control, keeping up with technological innovations, macroeconomic events, and how to respond to safety incidents and acts of God such as weather. The 2015 airline industry as a whole had 1,683 international, regional, and domestic airlines at more than 4,000 airports, with 16,618 unique city pair connections. There are 34.4 million aircraft departures yearly, with an average of 69 aircrafts departing each minute. In 2015, there were 3.7 million available seats on 26,842 aircrafts across the industry. The percentage of low-cost carrier seats in the airline industry on airlines such as EasyJet and Ryanair has been steadily increasing since 2002. In 2002, low-cost carriers made up 12.2% of available seats compared to 26.3% in 2015. EasyJet was founded in 1995 in the UK. EasyJet is currently Europe's second largest short-haul airline. EasyJet's vision is to be Europe's preferred short-haul airline, delivering market-leading returns. Their strategy objectives are to have cost advantage and number one and number two network positions in strong markets, deliver point-to-point low fares and operational efficiencies, as well as having a significant customer focus. EasyJet's values are safety, simplicity, teamwork, integration, passion, and pioneering. EasyJet operates out of 136 airports in 31 different countries. They have 735 routes in 26 locations, with 10,104 employees as of September 2015. EasyJet serviced 68.6 million passengers with a fleet of 241 aircrafts in 2015. They had a 20% market share based on their number of seats. Currently, Carolyn McCall is EasyJet's CEO. Their 2015 return on capital employed was an impressive 22.2%, and their pre-tax margin was 14.1%. EasyJet has the greatest number of market pairs flown between primary airports and also has the largest market share on the routes that they fly. The Pestel analysis of EasyJet show that the political factors affecting the company are a risk of penalties if European Union regulations on carbon emissions are not followed, higher taxation on flights, and Brexit. The economic factors are increasing fuel prices, unemployment, which could lower industry demand, and exchange rate and currency fluctuations. The sociocultural factors are an increase in demand for business travel, while leisure travel remains relatively stable. Also, threats from terrorist attacks negatively affects the airline industry in some parts of the world. Technological factors that are helping EasyJet are online bookings, efficient engines from Airbus, and EcoJets. Environmental issues that will impact EasyJet could be natural disasters and green issues. Finally, the legal factors such as airport monopolization, strong health and safety regulations, and no hidden cost to consumer laws will affect EasyJet. The VRIO analysis of EasyJet reveals long-term competitive advantages in branding, direct routes, customer-oriented corporate culture, and corporate responsibility. EasyJet has short-term competitive advantage in cost efficiency and their focus on safety. Porter's 5 forces show us that EasyJet can face a situation of threat from new entrants in the market where it is operating, as there are no proprietaries in the industry, there are low switching costs, and businesses can have access to aircrafts. Bargaining power of consumers is high due to the ease of switching to other airlines and an increase in price sensitivity. EasyJet will be impacted if its competitors drop their prices, as consumers have higher bargaining power. Substitutes like video and teleconferencing, or advancement in travel alternatives like cars, buses, and trains can have an impact on EasyJet. As for suppliers in the industry, there are very few suppliers in the market, and airlines are the only customers for these suppliers. Thus, there is a mix of bargaining power between supplier and airlines, as both equally need each other. Rivalry in the industry is high, with fierce competition for market share and high price sensitivity of customers. The SWOT analysis for EasyJet tells us that EasyJet's strengths are a strong brand reputation and recognition, a diverse travel service portfolio, a user-friendly website, a modern aircraft fleet, low cost structure, direct flight routes, innovation, and a good return on capital. The company's weaknesses are the competitive airline market, both from other low-cost carriers and traditional airlines, no-frills service, and seasonal earnings patterns. EasyJet can find opportunities in expanding their flight routes, expanding their travel services, and collaboration with other airlines. Threats facing the company are rising fees and costs, both oil and labor regulations, currency fluctuations, acts of God, and safety incidents. This brings us to our strategic proposals for EasyJet for the future. The first one we would like to address is brand relevancy. We think that EasyJet should redefine themselves as not only a low-cost carrier, but with a focus on customer service and quality. We feel they should keep the orange logo so they still have brand recognition, but implement an advertising campaign to associate the brand with not only low cost, but for quality and customer service. Our second strategic suggestion for EasyJet is to control costs through strategic alliances with traditional airlines to reduce airport fees and authority costs. EasyJet should also continue to pursue innovation through technology to lower their costs. Our last suggestion to EasyJet is regarding keeping up with technology. EasyJet needs to pursue new airplane models and major upgrades, and also improve the onboard experience. Strategic alliances with technology companies will help EasyJet keep costs down and keep up with technology. They should focus on operational efficiency, customer service, and loyalty programs. In conclusion, keeping EasyJet relevant to consumers is an ongoing challenge. Rising costs in the airline industry will require innovative solutions to keep product costs low for consumers. Technology is increasing rapidly, But with planning and strategic alliances, EasyJet can keep up and keep their costs down to provide the best customer service possible and gain market share in the airline industry.